There we go. I figured it out. Played the wrong
What'd you
intro.
figure out,
I
John?
played the wrong intro at
Well, he did
first.
the countdown and then
Yeah.
he very smoothly went into the comic book
Well, I had
intro.
to
It was
wait
really
till
well
one.
done.
I could have. I was gonna switch. I was like, I have to wait till one, or I'm gonna be really jarring.
Yeah.
But I sold it, and everyone believes it was supposed to be the right. Hello, everyone. We are the Jedi Archives, and we come to you bi-weekly and tell you our greatest Star Wars stories, mostly comic books, but sometimes we do shows and stuff like that. If you're new to the show, my name is John,
And I'm Mike.
And I am Bryce.
and this week we are doing Star Wars: The High Republic, issue 9. Something about Baron Bulan. What do you know?
Mhm.
It's called Assault on Fortress Bulan.
Oh, Assault on Fortress Bulan.
So let me. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. So present, share. Okay. There we go. So it's Star Wars: The High Republic Assault on Baron Bulan. A secret space station is on the point of collapse as the Nameless closes in. A foe turned ally reaches a crossroads while loyal companions risk everything to save their friends. Meanwhile, the Nile's chief scientist finally makes his move. But will Baron Bulan's shocking gambit pay off? Here's the main cover. So we've
Cool
got,
cover.
Very cool.
it
cover.
is. We've got Skier there, and we've got Kiev.
What does that
And
say in the side?
a
century
century before the
Wow.
Acolyte.
Just drop a
Rest
little
in peace.
advertising in there.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Yeah.
It should say a century before the death of the Acolyte. So, so there's this copy, this cover, and the next one is there's no there's no variants. There's only one. No variant.
I haven't got my issues yet, so I thought I had this one, but I couldn't find it. So
No, I think that might be right because I think this is one where I was wondering why I didn't get a variant. So
No variants.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting because they all had variants, and this was actually a really good issue. So
this was a good
surprised.
issue. It seemed a lot longer than some of the other ones. All the other ones
Mhm.
lately have been pretty-ish. One quick story. This is there's a lot going on.
Yeah. So, well, since the one cover, what do you guys think about it? You like it?
I like
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I bet you it's only one because it has the advertising on it. That's what it was. Yeah, they didn't want to put it on all of them, or didn't want you to get a cover without it, so they put it on the one.
Right.
But it's still a great cover. I mean,
Yeah, sure is. Sure is. And we've got our cast of friends here. We've got Keith Trennis, Lorna D, Skier, Baron Bulan, Surrett, Chiff Chaff, Hatar, Q4, Orbelin, Reek, Urkak, Scott,
where were you
Terest,
at?
Scott.
That's right.
and Taserek. So Scott's an old timey from when Taserek's younger days.
Great Scott.
SKOT. Right. Wait, it does have gallery covers. What is this? Oh no, that's other covers.
Yeah.
Never mind. All right. So in this issue, it starts out with. Let me go to my notes. Here it is. So we start out a continuation of issue number 8, and we've got Keith Trennis, Skier, Taserek, and Luna D in their ongoing quest to save the child who is strong in the Force. So things weren't looking too good in the last issue. Well, they were looking good up until they came face to face with the Nameless. And then, of course, Lorna D thought she took it upon herself to, put bombs everywhere.
Yes.
She was pretty proud of it too, and they weren't too happy with her.
Although, you know what? She's right in what she's saying because she wants to blow that Nile fortress ship to oblivion, which is right, and get rid of Bulan once and for all. So she's right in doing that, but they're not very appreciative. And she's like, "What's going on with you guys? I don't get it. You should be happy." So she thought it was a good idea, but then the heroes jump ship. The hero's ship jumps into hyperspace with a more uncertain future. And not all of them make it, unfortunately.
at the
And
end of this issue.
at the end of this, right? Like,
Yeah,
mhm.
it's a pretty dramatic issue. As I was reading it, I don't know if we're gonna go through. Are you gonna go through chronological?
Well, no, we can just go through because it's
Yeah, I mean, pretty much we take obviously we come back in there trying to get the child, and all the bombs are going off, and it's kind of heck, but some kind of was the three big things that happen. One, I think it's Tarek. It's not Tarek, right?
No, it's correct.
An explosion happens, and he's where the
It's
crater
Tarek.
is.
Tarek
Tarek? Okay.
disappears. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gone.
Trek disappears,
and
and
there's a
And
Surrek
then
can't feel him anymore. It
and
can't
Surek
feel his
Surek
presence.
can no longer. Yeah, he can't sense them.
Yeah, there's a crater there, and he's gone. So it's like, oh
Well,
wow,
well, before that, because what happens is they go back because Lorna comes back with Orbelin, and they're like, "Wait a minute, where is everybody?" Because Kiev went back to try to rescue Skier and Tourette and Surek, right? Oh no. She tries to go back and bring back Skier, and so
right.
then Tourette and Surette, Tarek and Surette say, "No, we're all gonna go," and they tell Lorna take the child back to the ship. And so when they're going, Keeve tells them, "You guys go disarm the bombs," right? So they go
Right.
to the failsafe thing, and they're going to take care of it. And they're almost about to take care of it when that little reek comes with the nameless. And then I thought it was funny because one of them's like, "Haha, he has no head because there's an explosion." Well, the
Yeah.
nameless stopped them from deactivating the bombs, and so the bombs go off. And at that point, one of them was like, one little bomb goes off, and one of the nameless heads blown off. And so I don't remember if it was Tarek or Surette. One of the two is one of them is like, oh, he starts laughing. He has no head, but he's still alive, because
Yeah.
he's like animatronic because Bulin's made these experiments on
Yeah.
him. So he's still able to function. But then he tells them, oh, you're not so smart. Reek is like, I took care of you guys, and stopped you from doing it. Oh, yeah, we're just going to deactivate the bombs like bombs. And boom, they all go off.
Yeah.
So he messed him
Yeah.
his own
Trying to
self
save
up.
your ship, buddy.
Yep.
Right.
And then he
Yeah.
ruined it. But that's when Tarek goes missing. We don't see
Yeah.
him. And then Surette he can no longer feel him. Well, first of all, Surette's got the little chiff chaff on him. He's like, he tells him, Tarek, get your little, monkey off me. And there's no Tarek. And Chiff Chaff's like all by himself.
Yeah, I mean, it's you think he's dead? I mean, he says I can't feel him. The crater's done, and he's not in it, so he's
Well,
dead.
even Keeve's convinced that that's what
Yeah,
happened.
so,
as well.
and it's getting
they can't sense him.
it's getting towards the end of the run, so it's like we've
Yeah,
had
only
a
one
long
issue
time.
left.
It's pretty dramatic. And Tarek
Well,
was
for 2024, there's only one issue left.
Right.
well, and Tarek was the one that we were really starting to see some character build. Sarek was the one that was really kind of being closed off and being almost like closed-minded, almost like violent, quick to anger. But Tarek was only starting to see a little character, which we were enjoying, seeing a little change. So it was a little. You could tell whenever Disney starts giving some storyline to a character, they kill him off. They do that in Bad Batch a lot.
Yeah.
But I was a little sad. And then one of the other things is what was the three things? It was that Lorna Dean.
Skier. Oh yeah, Lorna and then Skier.
I don't know what was more bigger. I'll say Skier is probably a little bigger, so we'll save Skier.
Right,
for
let's
last.
go with Lorna first. Yeah, Lorna.
So Lorna, the ship's blowing up, and she's on the Anorexia, and they're using, which is really cool, which I kind of like, they're using the tractor beam to stop the station from blowing up, kind of holding it together. That's a cool little thing. I like that. So it's kind of new to Star Wars. I like that. At least I think it's new. Maybe it's in some book somewhere.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool.
But and she gets kind of mad at them. She goes, "I'll do it. I'll catch him." Because Bulan's escape. She goes, "I have to do everything myself," which I really like her attitude. Like I said, I think she's going to become.
She's
more
a go-getter. She's a go-getter.
And she takes the Jedi ship. What are they called?
The Vector.
Vector.
She takes the Vector, right?
Like, how do you fly this thing?
And
They're
she's
like,
trying to fly it.
you need the Force and
You need a lightsaber. She's like, what?
Right.
I know, because you can't shoot without a lightsaber. Like, what are you talking about?
So pretty much, she can't fly it, or she can't fire it. She's having trouble flying it.
She's flying it, but she can't fire.
And I guess the only option is to do the hold on maneuver, and she just crashes into
She
the
crashes
cylinder.
into it, right?
So
Right.
it's like two characters, almost like back-to-back panels, are gone. And like
Mhm.
sometimes you read these comics like, well, they're not going to kill that character off. Back to
Right.
back, like they're like, oh man, they're probably going to kill at least one of them off.
Yeah, and then
But
we also the third thing is Skier because Keeve is still
yeah,
on the ship trying to rescue Skier, and of course Bulin's captured Skier and Taserek, and he has him like all tied up, and he's talking to Tay, and he's taking his gauntlet, and he's like, "Oh, that old thing, it's a nothing, right?" He's trying to play it off, but then Baron Bulin puts it on, and he shoots lightning out of it, right? For
yeah,
which is like what it can do, and that's when Keeve finds them, and Skier's like he breaks free from his shackles, and Bulin's like, I thought you said it could hold him. He's like, well, yeah, it was supposed to hold him, but he's able to escape because he's so powerful. And then Keeve comes in, and she tells him, oh, he grabs the gauntlet from Bulin, and he shoots lightning at him, and he's like, that's not the Jedi way. And Skier's like, well, I'm no Jedi, essentially. It's like, you think I'm a Jedi, but I'm not. I don't know what I am. And that's when Keeve tells him, don't do that, don't give in to the hate, don't use the gauntlet. And Skier goes off. He's like, don't tell me what to do. And then he like tosses her away. And bottom line is he decides to go with Bulin.
yeah. Bulin
And
says, "Let's go, my friend." He uses
Yes,
the word
and that's
friend,
when
and
Skier
Skier just, I'm like, who?
voluntarily goes.
And I'm
With
like, who's he talking to? And I think he's talking to
Reek
Reek or
or
that
the other
bandage
one,
lady or something.
right?
And they know it's Skier goes.
It's Skier.
So that was
That was
I mean,
shocking.
two people are presumed dead, and Skier is not only dark side but on
Traitor.
the now on the Nihil side.
Mhm.
So it was a pretty big issue for me. I mean, I liked a lot of it. I think they were brave and took some big steps. Then they weren't playing it safe, so I really enjoyed this issue for the most part.
Yeah, me too. I liked it. I thought a lot went on, a lot happened. There's a lot of story going on. Stories progressing a lot, giving us a lot of things to think about. And there were so many little panels. I really had to zoom in to read them because there was like so much dialogue and it was really tiny. But there was a lot of really good artwork in tiny little panels that really moved the story along. I like that a
Yeah.
lot. The artwork was
So
great. The story was good.
in the end, it's Keeve, Orbelin,
Sarek,
Sarek,
and
and
then Lorna D is droid.
the little child. They're on
And
the
the child,
Ataraxia.
the Ataraxia.
And I think it's this issue or the next issue, but is this one where they hear the homing beacon, or is that the next issue?
They hear it here, and
They hear it
Mhm.
here.
at the
And
end,
it
so they're going
picks
to
up
follow it.
immediately in the next
So yeah,
issue.
Bulin is escapes. He's a little damaged because Lorna D ran into his tailpipe,
Mhm.
but he's
And they
escaping with Skier.
and they tried to get Lorna D to eject, but they didn't hear back from her.
Yeah,
So they're
honestly,
saying
it's
she's
like
dead, and
I was like, it's getting the end of this run. Like we said, only one more issue left of this run till the next run. I was like, man, they could be killing some people off, but they did kind of spoil some stuff for the cover for next year's run, where it has Kilnaka in it and some other characters.
has all the whole gang. Yeah, I know that was a major spoiler.
So I was like,
Well, yeah, I mean we see everybody but Tarek and Surret though.
yeah. Well, I think he's dead at this point. So I'm like,
Me too.
well, yeah. I thought they were bold and they made a choice, but
Yeah, because I felt like their story had been already told. And there was nowhere else for them to go with these characters. So I thought, kill one off. It's okay. So I was okay with him dying. But
well, to me, I thought
But
it was a good chance.
you knew. I hate to say it, but anybody that's keeping up with that knows that there's the Tempest Breaker, and it's again all about Lorna D, and that's been something that they've put out there months ago. So
yeah,
I mean, you kind of knew Lorna wasn't going anywhere,
right. But I meant in terms of Tarek. I thought Tarek was going to be dead.
Well, it did help.
They've
story was
been like 3/4 of the way killed off several times throughout the whole comic books and stuff. So
he's like the comic relief. Let's just kill him off. Just kidding. Kill him off. Just kidding.
It's good for Sarek a little bit because you actually finally see some character development because immediately he tells Chimp Champ or whatever the monkey's name is, monkey parrot. All right, let's go. And he hates the bird, the creature up to there, and now he's like,
Right.
all right, let's go. So you can tell he's starting some growth, which is good. So he
Right.
needed the death
Mhm.
of, I guess, I don't want to call brother, but
His
sibling. Yeah,
Right.
It's bond
Yeah.
twin, right? It's his
Bond twin, yeah.
Yeah.
so it was definitely a good story to
Yeah.
chance for him to grow. All right. Yeah, I don't think we missed anything. I think we covered it all right.
Yeah, we got everything.
Any final comments?
No, it's good. It was obviously a ramp up to what issue 10 has in store for us.
Yeah. My final comment is that Kevin Scott really told an amazing story with this one. He's tying other strands up nicely together in this one, and I'm looking forward to the last issue of this run, which is number 10 coming up next time.
Oh, so this is the penultimate, huh?
Yes.
Penultimate.
Penultimate. All right, what are your holocrons?
Go ahead.
I give
Mike.
it-
Start us off.
I give it 5 holocrons. I really like this issue. 5 out of 5 holocrons for me.
I'm at 4.5.
I'm tempted to say 5. I think it did a
Whoa!
really good job. Yeah, it did a really
Yeah.
good job of doing different. If it's not 5, 4.5, but right there in that range, it did. It's probably one of my favorite issues of the High Republic run so far. Usually don't give High Republic runs this high, but definitely I like some of the choices they make in it. So
Definitely.
all right, let's do this. Let's pay the bills.
Be sure you're following us on YouTube at Virtual Cantina Network, on Instagram at virtual.cantina network, on Twitter at Cantina Virtual, on Threads at virtual.cantina network, on Hive at Virtual Cantina, and on TikTok at Virtual Cantina. And like and subscribe to the VCN Star Wars Celebration Japan 2025 Facebook page. That's our mothership. And shout out to our partner pages.
Oh, you need to see those.
Right.
Star Wars Comic Book Club and Star Wars Book Nerds.
Book Nerds. And we'll see
Please
you
like
next
and
time.
comment, subscribe. Please comment. That's the big one. We love hearing from you guys. Tell us how we're right, we're wrong. You can help us theorize. It's always fun. Please like, comment, subscribe. All right. See you next time. May the
See you next time.
be with you.
And Force be with you.